Well, hello everyone. I'm so glad you're here in the kitchen. If you're new, welcome. I'm glad you stopped by. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you could hit the subscribe button for me, it's greatly appreciated. Give me a thumbs up and leave me some comments. Today, we are going to make some sweetened condensed milk bread. Okay? There goes my boy without a neck brace. He's supposed to have it on, but it's not going to happen, I don't believe. So, okay, first of all, we need yeast. Got some yeast. We need salt. We need milk. We need sweetened condensed milk in the can. It's not evaporated, it's sweetened condensed. Don't get the two confused. An egg, bread flour, and butter. Okay? So first of all, we're going to take our butter. It's softened. Put it right there in our bowl. And we're going to take a half a teaspoon of salt. Because my butter is salted, so I'm just going to put in half the amount of salt. The yeast, I need 2 tablespoons of yeast. There's 1. There's 2 tablespoons of yeast. 2 cups of milk at room temperature, so I stuck it in the microwave for just a minute to warm it. And I'm going to start mixing this right like this with this whisk. And it says a cup of sweetened condensed milk, so I'm going to use that whole can. It's almost cup's 8 ounces. Ah, this is more than 8 ounces. All right, we'll stop right there because I wasn't thinking right. All right, that's about right. A little extra, it'll be fine. All right, and an egg. And there's our egg. Alright, I'm going to take y'all over here to the mixer and we're going to start adding our flour. And I'm using bread flour. Unbleached bread flour. And this costs, I believe it's 7 cups. We will need 7 cups of flour. It's got all my lights turned off. All right, now maybe we can see what we're doing. There's one. Let me open up this thing. Dump it in. There's 2. 3. Hope my bowl's big enough. 4. 5. 6. 7. Okay, there's our flour. We're going to get this dough hook and get it to going around and around. And it will all come together in just a minute. I forgot y'all, I was doubling the recipe, so I had to add another egg. Oh, see, it's coming together. gonna need this. It says for about 7 minutes, okay? So I'm gonna let this just go right here for about 7 minutes. And then I'll be back and I'll show you what we do with it next. Okay, we're back over here now. I've got my flour sack towels, like I do when I do bread or dumplings. And I put me a little bit of bread flour on it. I'm gonna get this out of here. I'm gonna knead it by hand for just a little bit. It's supposed to make 4 loaves. So we'll see. Alright, now then. It feels like a good dough. You know, you can tell if your dough's going to be good just by the way it feels. Go get your neck brace and put it on. Okay. Now then, look at that nice big ball of dough right there. Isn't that pretty? We'll put it in a greased bowl with some oil on top. We're gonna let it raise for an hour and a half or so, till it's doubled in size or till it's as big as we think it's gonna get. And then we will finish it up, okay? Okay, we're gonna put this, I put some butter in that, and we're gonna put this down there, and I'm gonna put a little bit of butter on top of it. Just like this. Because you know butter makes everything better, right? Yeah, especially bread. You can't have good bread without butter. You gotta have butter. Okay, we'll set this over here and let this raise, proof, whatever you want to call it, for about an hour and a half, and then we'll be back. Okay, we're back. Here's our dough. Look how big it is. It's gotten really big. Look at that. Doesn't that look pretty? All right, we're going to dump it out here on this floured surface. And we are going to look at it. Oh, it's so pretty. Need to cut it in 4 pieces. So let me grab some here to cut it with. I'm just going to cut it like this right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okie doke, here we go. Lay these over here to the side. We're going to work with one at a time. Going to knead it up a little bit. Oh, it's pouring the rain. Just pouring down. Good day to make bread is what Mama used to always say. Let me grab out a roller here. Put me a little flour on it. That is. And we're going to roll this out into a rectangle. I'm going to pop these over back into our bowl here. Let's get us out a little bit more flour. Always just kind of stretch your dough like this, let gravity pull it. Okie doke. Hearing some rumbles of thunder. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. You might be able to. Okay, Here's one loaf. Now then, we're gonna put us some butter on here. We're gonna make 4 different kinds of bread out of this one recipe. This is just gonna be plain bread, y'all. This is just softened butter. It's been sitting out. This is just our plain loaf. Then we're gonna make an orange loaf and a cinnamon raisin loaf and a caramel almond loaf. Now look here, we're gonna roll it up like this, long side, okay? Right like that. And now it says to cut it, right like this. Sometimes we have to. Alright, this I may put side by side, just like that. Okay, there's that one. We're gonna let it sit over here and raise again for about another hour, 45 minutes to an hour. Alright, that's loaf number 1. Now then, loaf number 2. Here we go with it. Get it into a nice rectangle. This will be our orange bread. These are all sweet breads. And so they'll be good for a dessert or a breakfast or something like that. Okay, now here we go with our butter again. Now then, in this bowl, I have, let me grab a spoon. I have white sugar, granulated orange zest, it's dried orange zest, and some orange flavoring. So this is what I'm just going to sprinkle over this right here to give it our orange flavor. Okay, that's plenty of that. Plenty. We'll mash it down in there really good with our hand, and we're going to roll it up just like this. It's like we did the other loaf, okay? Just like this. Now then, grab us another bread pan from behind us here. Spray it down good. And we're going to cut this. Okay. There we go. That is loaf number 2. And loaf number 3. We will do our almonds and our caramel. Okay. go with this one. Got some butter. We're going to use a little bit of cinnamon sugar on this, not a lot, because we're going to put caramel on the top of it when it comes out. Okay, there's that. Let me rinse off my fingers. And here's our almonds. There we go. Quite a few almonds on there. That's good. That's what we want. Okie doke. Y'all can make bread any way you want it. I'm gonna roll this one up. Just like this. Roll it good. Pinch the ends and the bottom and the sides, so that all of our gooey stuff does not come out and it's baked, because you got to keep all the good stuff in, right? We're going to cut these. All right, here we go. And there's loaf number 3. Now then, one more. I'll need my raisins. I'm gonna have to get some raisins for this one. There's my raisins. All right. Okie doke. Now we gotta get our butter. You know, we gotta put butter on it. And I used about 2 tablespoons of butter per loaf of bread here, in case y'all want the exact amounts. And here's our cinnamon sugar. And I used brown sugar and cinnamon. So all I did was mix that brown sugar and cinnamon to just whatever I thought what might be right to our taste buds, I guess you would say. Now then, we're going to add some raisins in here, right on top. We're going to roll this up and let it sit over here and rise. Then we'll bake them all up. Okay. Okay, grab our last red pan, and we'll cut this. And then we will pop it right in there. There's loaf number 4. I'll be back, show you what they look like when they're finished raising for the second time when I get ready to put them in the oven. Okay, y'all, here's our bread. I'm getting ready to put it in the oven. It's supposed to bake for 22 minutes at 350 degrees. I'm also trying to fix us some supper here, so There's our bread. I'm gonna pop it in the oven. I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. Okay, here are our 4 loaves of bread. The plain, the orange, the cinnamon raisin, and the caramel almond. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna put these toppings on the top of them. The caramel almond, I made caramel. Right here, I made caramel. Guess I ought to get me a spoon or a knife or something. I'll get a spoon. And how I did this, I took a can of sweetened condensed milk, put it in a pot of simmering water. The can has to be completely covered at all times. Simmer it for 3 hours, turn it off, let it cool, and this is what you got. And we're just going to spread this across the top. It's nice and thick and gooey. This is good on ice cream. This is good on anything you want a caramel sauce on. We will not use near all this because what I've got right here I think is plenty. Just want to kind of like you're icing a cake, thin. Okay, there's that one. For our plain, we've just got some butter and some sweetened condensed milk. You just brush this across the top and let it all flow down in there. Okay, there's that one. Now then, for the orange and for the cinnamon raisin, this is, I'm gonna taste it. Cream cheese, butter, and sweetened condensed milk. And there again, you're wanting to glaze it, just like an icing on a cinnamon roll or something like that. For this orange, you could have added some orange zest to it, but since I had 2 different kinds, I just left mine plain. So, and we're also going to put this same thing on this cinnamon raisin. This is going to be our dessert tonight. Alrighty, there you go. There are our 4 loaves of bread. Almond, caramel, cinnamon raisin, orange, and just plain. Okay, that'll be all for this one. Remember, like, share, subscribe, comment, and ring the bell for notifications. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.